Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. Today we have a Diamond 1 Raze VOD review here on Icebox. Now, the interesting thing with this VOD review is all he said is that he doesn't know what to improve. And so that's what this video is going to be about. We're going to be VOD reviewing, but we're also going to be talking about what to do when you feel stuck, what happens when you don't know what to do next, how to take your gameplay to the next level, you know, and you're like, hey, I don't know what to, I don't know what to improve. I don't know what to do. Dragon, help. I'm here for you. Listen, guys, these VODs are rated on the 5-star system. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. And if you guys keep seeing these videos pop up, you keep watching them, but why aren't you subscribing? If you guys want to get better at Valorant, you're in the right spot. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and always leave a like. And let me know in the comments what type of VOD you want to see next. Now, let's jump into this VOD review and let's see what's going on here. Raze, definitely an interesting agent to play. We're going to get into that in a second. Viper going to die there. And what am I going to say here? You should definitely have swung with the Viper. So that's teamwork. That's communication already, right? Very, very important. That's something you're going to want to work on. You got to have good comms. If you're in Diamond, you should know this, right? You want to swing there with your teammate. And then that way you guys can actually get some good pressure together and trade out each other's lives. So on that round, I'm going to give you 2 stars there. I'd like to see better teamwork for sure. Also, another really important thing to note is whenever a team is going to go A and then run it back to B, you generally want somebody lurking mid. Somebody who is able to pick them off as they run. Now, it's not always going to happen if they're like deep into sight on A or something, but generally speaking, you get like 1 to 2 kills on that cross sometimes and completely stop these rounds. Now, of course, in this round, you're in a 1v4. You're going to die here. Yes, there it is. No worries there. Not too much. That was not your fault. 3 stars. Let's keep it moving. Let's get to the next round. All right, so first gun round, very, very important. He sets the tone of the game here on these gun rounds, and you really, I don't want to tell you to play them passive or play them slow in particular, because everyone has their own play style, but man, does it feel bad to die early in a gun round, in the first gun round of the game, especially when they're still on their, you know, on their like half buys, on their like specters and stuff. But let's see what happens here, right? So we're watching Raze gameplay, okay? What does good Raze gameplay look like? Well, first and foremost, boombot usage needs to be on point. We want to see those things contacting enemies all the time. Now, not necessarily blowing up. I understand that's kind of hard to deal damage with them, especially after the nerfs to them, which by the way is awesome, but still good knowing some lineups, understanding how the boombot's clear, how to get info. Like right there, that gives us some decent info. But look at that follow-up of the nade, right? That's what we want to see. Nade usage on Raze is really what separates the good from the bad Razes, in my opinion, right? It's so easy to use the rocket, let's be honest, but the nade is everything. Being good with the nade is so good. Knowing where to throw it and how to utilize its explosions, very important as well. But with that being said, you do get the kill on the Sage here. Kind of an okay round. I'm going to give you 3 stars on the 3rd round, and let's keep it moving. So as we get into this 4th round, guys, I just want to talk about the title of the video, right? What to do if you don't know like what you need to do to improve. Like if you feel stuck in Valorant, which by the way is something I think a lot of people have felt at one time or another, what can you do? Well, I think the very first question you should ask yourself is, am I playing the right agent? Okay, and a nice little follow-up headshot on the jet there, by the way. I know he didn't kill him, but a good headshot nonetheless. That's good damage there. But I'm gonna continue this point a little bit. All right, I don't know about changing crosshair mid fight almost, but listen, you guys need to make sure that the agent you're playing is not because it's just meta or because you think it's a good agent. It needs to complement how you play. For example, I play smokes, I play controllers, I play Brim and Omen. I play them because that suits my playstyle. I like the more passive, supportive playstyle where I can enable teammates, okay? If you guys have that same playstyle and you're playing on a duelist, it doesn't make any sense, and I promise you're gonna feel very stuck in your games. We're gonna go 3 stars on that round. Sorry guys, that point went on for a little while there. The whole point is though, make sure you're playing an agent that works well for how you play the game. Okay, moving in to round number 5. So early pressure on A, gonna go for the quick rotate. Now listen guys, you might be thinking, oh, he's leaving his teammate, but in reality, this is an eco round. Jet has knives. You do want to kind of stick together on ecos. I like that play, right? I like having people stack a site on an eco round because it's very hard to get kills when you're solo with a classic, but when there's 2, somehow it like increases your chances tenfold. Now here doesn't really amount to much. That's okay, but in general, just my piece of advice for this round is stacking sights on pistols and leaving like one across the map. Generally a good idea. So we'll go 3 stars on that round. And here we are moving into round 6. Now should be back on guns here. We've got the Vandal. So again, what have we seen so far from him that would show us good Raze gameplay? Now remember, he is Diamond 1. Obviously, this is not his best game, right? You can't submit your best game. I will not watch it. Stop trying to show off. I see you guys. By the way, anyone can submit your VOD for review in my Discord, link down below. Now, more of this round, ton of players. That's 4 players spotted there. Again, I don't love that KO is swinging on his own. If there was a way for him to play off of teammates, better communication from him, honestly, even you could be like, hey man, don't push that, you know, stay alive, like use your flashes. You could have maybe done something to help him there, but now he's dead. Now you've lost all control of yellow. And also that right there, you see that peak? Let me go back for a second. Like, look at this. What is this? Ready? What is that? What is this? Like this, you're gonna get shot from here. Like that doesn't make any sense to swing it like that, right? Because if you weren't focused at all on that side of yellow, why are you looking on that backside and then exposing yourself, right? It doesn't make sense to me. Now, nonetheless here, this is a 3v4, right? This is the enemy team's round to lose. Chamber gonna get the early op kill there. Gonna blind fire through. Now watch this. Sage jumps around the corner. Gonna die. You throw that blast pack, hopefully to knock someone back. Nobody there. Instantly go into your ult, carry that momentum forward, and get the kill on the Reyna. That was a great round. Definitely a round that I feel like, if you asked me, the other team threw that round more than you guys won. They gave you that round to win. Hey, but you take those 4 stars in that round. Your best round so far for sure. And guys, moving into round 7. Again, let's talk about what to do if you don't know how to improve. Well, a lot of people's first thought is, hey, I am gonna go and I'm gonna aim train. And let me tell you something. Let me give you a piece of advice from somebody who hit Radiant solo queue and who definitely did not have the best aim, right? My aim is good for sure, but my aim is not, I'm not 10s, right? And I still hit Radiant, which means you can too. But let me tell you something. If your first thought is, oh, I'm gonna go DM, I'm gonna go, you know, jump into an aim trainer for 10 hours a day, and that's how I'm gonna hit Radiant, it's not gonna work. You gotta change your mindset, okay? If you guys are stuck in this game and your first thought is always to practice your aim training, trust me, not gonna work. But let me show you an example of good aim, actually. Speak of the devil, look at this. Ready? Watch this. So gonna miss the first shots there with some pretty bad accuracy, and then immediately readjust and connect for a headshot. I like that a lot, right? That shows poise. That shows that you understand not just strafing, but also recoil control, and on top of that, how to essentially reset a fight mid-fight. So that's actually a really, really nice technique. Now you just go 1 for 1 on that, so nothing great there. So I will give you 3 stars though for that round. But I want to point that out because that's a really good example of what you want to do when just the start of your like burst, the start of your spray is really bad. All right, guys, moving into round 8 here. Not too much good happening so far. Let's turn that around. Chamber, don't peek that again. No reason to peek that. Okay, we're gonna peek it. So if you're gonna peek that, I would not shoulder it like that. The chamber ult is very, very good. We all know this. And honestly, with a Spectre as well, you're really asking to lose that fight. That was a super low potential play with a very, very high risk. So I'm gonna have to give you 1 star on that round. That just didn't make sense for me. And I don't know why that was, I don't know why you thought that was a good play, right? All you have to do there is fall back and play your life and play with your team on a site and let people push in and take those close range fights where your weapon excels, guys. Remember, do not go above and beyond the weapon you have. You should not be trying to snipe people with a Spectre. All right, next round, please. On to round number 9. We've got the Boombot going mid here. Gonna check for us. And an early rotate over to A. Jet will trade out that Reyna. So Reyna kills Chamber. So, and then Jet trades the Reyna. So now we're looking for a 4v4 here. Viper gets a kill as well. Let's take a look here. So, got to be careful here because see that crack there to the right, and also you got question mark on site. That means a Chamber is there and he's dead. So remember, always be ready for pushes through the Viper wall, but on top of that, look for cracks. Make sure you guys aren't about to get like one-wayed or have someone have a weird angle on you. I was really worried someone was gonna be pipes there and just blast you, but you actually finished this round with a really nice kill onto that Viper. Let me rewind this back for the people back at home. Let's take a look again here. Yeah, really, really snappy aim there. That was a nice kill, actually. I'm gonna give you 4 stars in that round. All right, kind of looked like you just teabagged him. You're down 3-6, probably wouldn't do that. Nonetheless, early death by the KO again. KO has been having a rough go of things so far. I am seeing him die alone quite a bit. A nice kill there onto the Chamber. Chamber was trying to walk up the tunnel there. Easy kill onto him. And player's yellow. So now you got to ask yourself, do you get aggressive here or do you stay back, right? What is the job of a Raze? Well, the job of Raze is to be aggressive. But a Raze cannot be aggressive in a situation like this. Oh my gosh. This just doesn't make any sense, right? There's a wall, there's a Viper ult, there's a Viper wall, and there's a rope that you're struggling to get over, right? Just wait for your teammates there. I don't think there was a quick play that you make that makes a lot of sense to me. So unfortunately, I have to give you 1 star on that round because you made this retake so much harder for your teammates. The teammates will end up losing that 2v3 retake, and here we are into round number 11. So again, guys, I do want to talk more about how to improve, what to look for. So first and foremost, if you guys have the option to record your gameplay and watch it back, highly recommend. And I'm going to give you some really simple pieces of advice as we die here with the Marshall. Just 2 stars in this round, just simply because absolutely no value from that. My piece of advice, if you can record, do it. It's very good for your development. And here are 2 easy things to look for in your VOD review, right? Look for when you die in each round and ask yourself, why did I die? How did I die? And did it do anything good for my, like, was I doing something good or did I make a mistake? Like, what was the cause of my death? And was there any value provided by me dying there? That's a really simple way to find ways to improve, because if you're dying with no value at all and it's just like a stupid pointless death, easy to fix. And then on top of that, the next thing you can look for is your utility. It's looking at your ability usage and saying, hey, am I using my abilities properly? Am I getting value from these abilities that I use? Am I getting kills? Am I getting information? Very simple thing to do, because when you look back, so much clearer. So 2 huge pieces of advice there. If you guys feel like you're stuck and you're like, I don't know what to do to improve, trust me. Looking back at your own gameplay is one of the most productive things you can do with your time. But with that being said, this is the final round of the first half. Let's take a look here. What can we do? So, gonna get up here into the nest. Viper spotted. Most likely you're spotted as well. I would get out of this position. You're gonna get aggressive. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know it says flawless. There was nothing flawless about that. Oh man, that did not make any sense to me. I just want to move past that round and pretend like it never happened. 3 stars on that round. Let's get out of here, please. All right, guys. So overall, not the greatest first half, right? We're down 4-8 on Icebox, but we're on attack. Attack is where duelists shine, right? This is what duelists are made for. They're made for getting entries, getting pressure into sites, pushing forward, taking advantage, and just playing an overall more aggressive playstyle than the other agents. In this situation, though, you're going to sit on pipes with your jet, and I got to be honest, I didn't like this play from the start. The reason I don't like this, you guys are like bumping into each other up there. There's not really enough room. You don't have a good headshot angle from where you're looking, and you're easy to be shot. But I was just going to say poor positioning on that round, right? That's not where you want to be in that situation. So I'm going to give you 2 stars in that round. That was poor positioning for sure. So guys, after losing a pistol, it's often very hard to come back in these type of games, because now when you eco this round, you're pretty much looking at a 4-10 scoreline. A 6-round buffer for the other team is actually quite a lot, but it's not over, right? There's still stuff you could do here. However, you have to sort of think to yourself, what was the plan here? What's the play? Well, I've got 2 guys pushing A, 3 going mid. Why not push a site together? Right? Why not use some more utility here and try to work something out, right? I don't love this play either, so I'm gonna go 2 stars again. Not working as a team at all. All right, and here we are into the next round. So this is round 15, first gun round. I'm assuming the other team is gonna stay on that light buy. Let's just take a look here. We also, remember, we are watching Raze gameplay, so we want to be thinking, have we seen good utility usage? Have we seen good use of blast packs? Have we seen good nades, a lot of value from nades? And the answer is not really. And right here, look at this play, right? You're distracted by a player who was sitting up top to the left there, and the player that was like, what was that, back gen or something? That guy just gets a free kill on you, right? So the awareness here, the game sense, the understanding that, hey, listen, like, someone's fighting over here, but this isn't clear. I need to make sure that my eyes are in the right spot. And look at this, you guys are going to end up losing this round most likely. And this is a round you never want to be this close, right? It is incredibly important to win these rounds. KO with an opportunity there. But again, I have to give you 1 star in this round. Just a general lack of awareness. All right, so KO does come in clutch there and actually ends up winning the round for the team. So it's 5-10 here. But I hope you guys understand what I was saying in that last round, where when you're pushing into a site as Raze, you need to have a very good idea of where you're going, right? You shouldn't be looking left, looking right, right? You want to be clearing methodically, okay? That's the job of a duelist. And if you are unable to do that as the entry, as the duelist, as that player, you should not be on the agent. It's that simple. You have to know how to clear sites as a duelist. All right, right here, gonna get the kill onto the Sage, 100 damage onto the Reyna, which she most likely was gonna heal, but ends up dying. Now, obviously, I don't love the spray down at range, but I can't say I would have done differently there. You do get the kill on the Sage at least, but a lot of the work there was actually done by the Jet, right? And you weren't really up there supporting too much. You did get a kill and did some damage, so I'll give you 3 stars in the round, though. Remember, guys, one of the most important things you can do as a duelist is to not bait your teammates, right? I say this over and over and over, but if you're playing, that was very interesting. If you're playing this role, you need to be willing to go in first. You need to be willing to die sometimes in these rounds so your teammates can get good trades. Right here, for example, Viper and KO kind of went in front of you. I'm not going to fault you for that, though, because I think that you were doing fine with your utility usage. You were trying to get some clears and stuff. You just got to make sure you're careful of where you're throwing these nades from. You don't want to be visible to someone who's just going to swing you while you have your nade out. But this is a round that's looking in your favor. Ooh, yeah. That chamber might have almost killed you there, I think. And again, look at the positioning, look at the awareness, right? This is exactly what I was just talking about. Let me rewind this, right? Look where you're looking, look where you're exposed to. No one was able to cover that. KO is there, but he's not covering that really, right? You gotta be more aware. Remember, you are in diamond, okay? It's super, super important. If you want to get better, if you want to keep taking your games to the next level, you have to be more aware here. You have to understand that you can't expose yourself to 2 angles at once. One of the best pieces of advice I can give to anybody trying to improve at this game: never expose yourself to more angles than you need to. If you are fighting one position, only expose yourself to that one position. So in this round, again, I'm gonna have to give you 1 star. Round 18 starting here. Let's take a look. So what can we say that's been good so far? Well, I think in some of these rounds, you've actually shown some pretty decent aim. I like that round where you adjusted your aim. I thought that was actually really nice. And then you had a really snappy headshot not too far after that. So we've seen some good aim from you. I think what's lacking right now is the teamwork and the positioning, right? I think both of these things are definitely areas you can improve in. Oh, but I do not like what I'm seeing here. Hold on, let me rewind this back. Let's take a look at this again. Ooh, it almost looks like you weren't. It just, yeah, I don't understand. Like you knew chamber was up, but when you turn this corner, your crosshair placement is at the ground level. Nobody was there. So again, this is either a lack of awareness, you're not looking at the map properly, or something. I'm not going to blame crosshair placement. Yes, your crosshair placement was bad, but if a chamber is up top, why are you looking down there? That's something completely different in my opinion. So listen, again, I have to give you 1 star on that round. There's just nothing good there. It is round 19 and we're down 7-11. Definitely still winnable, but we really want to win this round because we have guns and I'm not sure what the economy is going to look like after this. So before Jet goes in, you want to communicate. You want to be like, hey, let me boom bot. Let me throw my nade. Maybe let me blast pack another angle, right? The more that happens when a Jet ults, this is very good advice, the more sort of chaos that can occur when a Jet ults, the better. Look what happens here. Jet goes in, is fighting a 1v2 and dies, right? Where's the team at? Where's the support? Where's the flashes, the smokes, the other people, the trades, the something? There needs to be more teamwork at this rank. You're far too high rank right now for this game to be looking like we're just watching a bunch of bronzes run it down mid, all right? So again, another poor round. I'm not going to necessarily fully blame you for what the Jet did there, so I'm going to give you 2 stars, but you want to support that Jet more. You want to go in more. I do want to see you be more aggressive, though, so 2 stars there. And just like that, guys, we're on match point. I don't know how we got here so fast. It feels like this VOD review has just flown by. Chamber close right, no trade onto the chamber. Where are the trades in this lobby? What's happening? You guys want to talk about improving? one of the best ways you can improve is with learning how to trade kills. So important. Yes, part of it is teamwork. Yes, part of it is positioning, but gee whiz, is it important to understand that, hey, I need to trade this kill out, because if I don't, the other team just gets advantage after advantage. Oh, and right there, just gonna finish with a really bad spray down. I'm gonna miss on any headshot there. I saw like 4 crosshair changes throughout this game, my friend. That is not the problem. Gonna have to go with 2 stars again. Lots to talk about in the summary here, because I think there's a lot you can work on. So I'm glad you asked. Let's talk about it. Now we move into the VOD review summary here. So after watching a Diamond 1 Raze on Icebox, I'm sure we have a lot to talk about, but the first thing I want to say here is that I really think you want to look at your positioning relative to your team, specifically on attack. Okay, I think that you put yourself into a lot of weird positions in attack, but also on defense as well, where you're not only exposing yourself to the angle you're paying attention to, but to other angles. I'm not even sure if you realize it until you get shot. So it's very important that you understand these maps, these sites in and out, and that you're not accidentally, exposing yourself to multiple angles at once. That is one of the easiest things to fix, and one of the fastest ways to improve is to learn how to peek properly. That will get you killed so much less. So important. But another thing I talk about a lot, right, is trading. I'm not sure I really saw you trade any kills here. Now, obviously that's easier said than done, and generally that will happen more on attack, but there were plenty of rounds here. And so that leads me to my next thing. I'm not sure if you're playing aggressive enough for a Raze, and on top of that, I am a little worried that you're baiting too much. I don't think that you have a huge problem with baiting, but whenever I watch a Raze play like this, where you're kind of passive, the Jet looked like she was going in first nearly every time on attack. A lot of times your KO was dying first without any support from you. Now, you were getting aggressive here and there, which is really good, but it's like you weren't getting kills necessarily. It was your positioning that was aggressive. So that is something I want you to think about. Not necessarily that, hey, I'm a baiter, but more so, how can I trade kills? How can I support my team more? How can I be more talkative maybe and communicate more? And that leads us to teamwork, right? I think you need better teamwork. So one thing also that is sort of on my mind is I'm not sure if you're looking at your mini map enough, right? We need to kind of have it always in the back of our mind, kind of that top left corner of our screen. We're never really fully focused on it, but when an enemy pops up on it, you need to know. When someone dies, you need to know these things, and it feels like you're always a little bit behind, right? And so that makes me wonder, like, is your positioning because you don't have like a good understanding of where your team is, or you're not sure where to stand on the map, right? Those are 2 very different things. And I think I would hope that it's the team one rather than you don't know how to play these maps, since obviously the maps are the maps, they don't change, right? But I think it's gonna be very beneficial for you to look more at where your teammates are playing and try to play off of them more. But also, I really want to see more focus from you moving forward on being a more aggressive Raze on attack and trying to entry sites more, and not just letting your other duelists do it, right? And remember what I said, when that Jet has an ult, you want to support them and cause as much chaos as you can, right? If they're gonna dash, be like, hey, tell me when you're gonna dash in, let me go in after you, right? Don't just sit there and wait. So those are all really important things for you. But the biggest, probably the top 3 in my opinion, right? I'm not worried about your aim. You had some bad rounds, changed crosshair placement a lot. I'm not worried about that. But the top 3, I would say positioning for sure, absolutely. Trading is another one, and making sure that you are playing aggressive and playing the role of the entry fragger and not baiting your teammates. So those are the top 3 things. Definitely things you can work on, and hopefully things that can help you moving forward. So thanks so much for watching, guys. You made it this far. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, everybody, and peace.